Fantasy Philosophers is brought to you by fantasy-info.com.
Preseason continued on, and we have the Eagles and Jaguars up for our next game we're going to talk about here. For the Eagles, we're going to discuss Kevin Kolb, David Akers, Michael Vick, and Jaguars, Mike Sims-Walker, and Derek Harvey for IDP leagues. Kevin Kolb, we came out and saw exactly what I was hoping to see with him, just getting off to a good start, was 6 of 11 for 95 yards. This was the Jaguars secondary, which was pitiful last season in the passing game, so we would figure he could move the ball. But true to form, what I've been thinking about with him all this offseason came to play right here. He moved the ball very well down the field, hitting Deshaun Jackson. I think he had about 47 yards early on in that game. But when they would get around the red zone, they would stall. That left 2 field goals open for David Akers. Again, I think Akers is going to have another really strong season this year because this is probably a trend that you're going to see at least in different games and maybe different stretches of this season where the Eagles are having trouble converting. This is usually traditional for younger quarterbacks and guys going in the West Coast system. You can move the ball up and down, but converting those touchdowns is key. So we'll keep an eye there. Michael Vick came in after Kolb. He looked good. He had his speed. That was what was noted in this game, made some plays, so that was nice to see from his perspective. For the Jaguars, Mike Sims-Walker, here's one that we need to pay attention to, injured his shoulder in this game. He has had leg injuries in the past. That's what's cost him big time in his first 2 seasons until last year when he broke out, when he actually had some health. So we'll have to see the severity of that injury. But right now he does have a shoulder nick up. So we'll keep you updated on that in our weekly draft board updates. And finally, Derek Harvey. Here's a guy that Jaguars definitely need more sacks as a team. They were like either the worst or one of the worst last season as a team. So Derek Harvey, IDPers, I know he's definitely a guy who's been ranked out there quite a bit in the maybe top 30 defensive linemen to have out there. So seeing him get a sack in this game is a nice start in the right direction. He's a guy that has talent, and we need to start seeing him put some sacks together for this team because that's what they expected to a certain degree from him when he was coming out of college.
For more fantasy football information, go to fantasy-info.com and sign up for our free e-newsletter. Good luck in your 2010 Fantasy Football League. As an added bonus, the Fantasy Info guys will include their 5 secret tips for success in fantasy football with your free subscription.